defense team that will need to figure out how much he can count on the run. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now here goes the former Cowboy star. It's DeMarco Murray. And right away he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it again with Miller. Ooh, with a juke. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. On second down, here's Miller. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Lamar Miller with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And his kick is right through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
On second down, McFadden. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
On third down, Rivers finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away?
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Yards remaining now on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw again. Rivers. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Second down, Mariota. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Watch left. Watch left.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And he knocks it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Rivers now. Benjamin with it over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Again, it's Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try to throw now. Mariota buying time to his left. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, there's another example of what Marcus Mariota brings to the game. Sweet feet that elude sticky situations. He knows how to get outside the pocket and get downfield. Last year as a rookie, he showed us exactly how to do it and do it well.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And they'll give Miller another crack. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play.
And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Again, it's Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football? We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 4th down, Rivers. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Hilton. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20.
There will always be a place for methodically marching.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. In motion left, Curse. First down, Mariota. Complete out right to Curse. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jermaine Curse in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Mariota on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They run again with Woodhead, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Mariota to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marcus Mariota with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he puts it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers to throw it. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The reigning defensive player of the year, J.J. Watt, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and long for Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way that he made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
The slot man in motion right. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
This is Miller, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rivers. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one, deep left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing Rivers, and he fires one incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Throwing Rivers, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Brendan Hargraves breaks up another pass attempt there, and let's face it, it's not by accident he's making a lot of great plays.
Yeah, what makes him so good?
To me, it's footwork and ability to change direction so fluidly without losing ground, without losing speed. He's one of those guys, he may not be the tallest corner you're going to see, so some people may have dinged him on that coming out of college, but he's so fundamentally sound as well as athletically gifted. You match that up together, and you see plays just as we saw there.
They were trying to go to Marshall that time. Now 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd down, Mariota. Complete outright to Kurz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Lamar Miller, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Marcus Mariota, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the pitch goes to Miller. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
They start the drive with McFadden. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And out now come the Cowboys. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mariota here to throw. Being chased out left. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Hilton, the man in motion. And that one was relatively easy to see, I noticed. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Red zone opportunity. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A first down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
In motion left goes Hilton. Throwing here, Mariota. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To the air again. Mariota dumps it off to Woodhead. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what...
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be your raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Now, presence. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, raps, rackety, rappers, and raps, rapidly follow the rapid into the rapid to being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling vividly, rhythmically, I am vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present now. Present. Present. Come out. Come out.
You thought that I would lay down and die. Whoa, no. Demon fangs spitting in my cup all night long. Wheel your tongue at my throne of power. Oh, no. I never for a second thought that I was dead. Oh, no. I never for a second let you into my...
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Now Hoyer. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Hoyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Casillas coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, it's Deshaun Jackson. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Cousins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. A second down throw for Cousins. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go now.
Third and long for Cousins. Surveying the field. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. That's taken it around the 40. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They come up in an offset eye. On the toss, here's White. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Hoyer caught left side by Hilton. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Hoyer. And he's got his man Hilton. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bryant with a catch right side. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Here's Hoyer. He's got time. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Let's go!
They'll stick with the pack. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Following the interception, Cousins finding time. He has Britt over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In the red zone this time. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dennis Pitta from 6 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play. but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hoyer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Hoyer. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. Touchdown, 49ers. Marcus Wheaton, 33 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off William Gay. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Hoyer. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got time in the pocket. Completes it right side to Britt. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the play clock's running down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.